want to talk a little bit about the seminar in Florida this February and the version of Jo Kihon that we're going to learn. Jo Kihon was a Oyata kata that was taught various different versions over the years, and just like his open hand kata, Taika would use it to, because it was a fundamental Kihon kata, he would use it to instill other ideas, other principles on top of it. Most of the people originally got versions of Jo Kihon where you have a square, you start at the edge, and you step to the center as you do your kata. So like a first move would be a strike here, and then from this point on, in original versions, we would step out of the center, back to the center, out of the center, back to the center. So your impacts, you were straddling the outer edges, the northeast corner, northwest corner of that square. This version, Taika wanted to focus a little bit more on body movements, moving your mass, ka hanshin, jo hanshin, upper body control and bottom, bottom control and top, and several different things. So in this version, when you're starting the kata, you're doing your cover motion, and you're, instead of stepping to the center, you're putting your center in the center of the square. So once it's in that center of the square, you're going to do a lot of switch foot motions. So you'll retreat one foot, advance another. So once I come up and I get my initial motion, I'm going to cover, that's another little addition, I'm going to cover every direction I go, and I'm going to switch step. Now what that switch step does, in addition to putting more kinetic mass, your body movement into it, it also kind of changes the direction, the trajectory of the end of the stick. So if I just stand in the center and go here, it's very much a linear, almost 100% straight motion. It does advance three-dimensionally. But if I'm here and I coil, bring my foot back and shift that way, I'm making a motion that causes the end of the stick to kind of curve as it goes. So you get a curveball motion, a more three-dimensional motion, by doing these switch steps. It also changes your pullbacks. So a lot of the techniques that you'll get on Sunday with the Jo is, instead of a straight linear pullback, you get a full body curveball pullback, and thus you get, it's a lot harder to resist a capture, a pull, if instead of going in a straight line, it's going in a curveball. So hope to see you guys there. Jo Kihon is just one of the kata that is going to be offered, and this is very much a little bit different version than most people currently have in their repertoire.